Next is data preparation methods. Once the data is collected, it must be prepared for data processing. So, how do we do that? Let us discuss. Data cleaning, data transformation, data integration, data reduction, data enrichment, data validation, and data formatting. So, these are the methods of preparing the data for data processing. Let us see what is data cleaning. Data cleaning is about removing the duplicacies, removing the inaccuracies, removing the inconsistencies in the data which has been collected. Right? So, through filtering and deduplication, this is done. Next is data transformation. It is converting data into a suitable format or a structure in order to be processed. Next is data integration. Data integration refers to merging data from different sources into what? Into a single data set. We have just discussed about aggregation, right? Data reduction. It refers to reducing the size of the data set while retaining the essential information. So, non-essential informations are discarded, right? So, dimensionality is reduced. Next is data enrichment. Sometimes it becomes important to enhance the data set with additional relevant information. So, this is another method of data preparation. Data validation is about ensuring the quality, ensuring the consistency, and ensuring the accuracy of the prepared data. What about data formatting? It is adjusting the structure and format for compatibility with tools, for compatibility with systems. Next is data input method. It can be direct input. So, data is entered directly into the system. It can be indirect data input. Here data is collected and then entered into the system via intermediaries. So, first collected and then entered into the system via some intermediary. Next is optical data input, where the use of optical character reader OCR technology or scanning devices are used to input data. You go to the stores and you find that there are various scanning devices which read the contents printed on, say for example, tagged on the clothes that you purchase, right? So, the barcode readers are there, barcodes are there, and there are barcode readers with read it. And likewise, there are other such devices which are used. Next is data processing techniques. What are those techniques? Sorting, filtering, aggregation, and analysis. These are the important techniques. Let us see these techniques with a little more detail. We begin with sorting. What is sorting? Whenever we use the term sort, what comes to our mind naturally is arranging. So, when we sort data, we arrange the data in some order, right? So, arranging the data in a specific order in order to make it easier to analyze, right? And there are various techniques, say for example, quick sort, merge sort, bubble sort. All these are important techniques which are used for the purpose of sorting, and which is a very common understanding of computer science students, right? And what is the application of sorting? It makes data retrieval easier, database indexing, report generation. These are the common application of sorting function. Next is filtering. Filtering means we remove the impurity and we store the required ones. In the same way, extracting only the data which meets certain criteria. Whatever data that we collect, only truly some of it are truly relevant, rest seems to be relevant. So, in order to filter the most relevant one and discarding other, this filtering is used. The method which are employed for filtering using SQL queries. SQL stands for Structured Query Language, SQL queries, data frames, and custom scripts which are written for extracting, the required data from a vast amount of data set which is available. Application is data cleaning, targeted marketing, personalized recommendations, and many more. Next is data aggregation techniques. Data aggregation is about summarizing data in order to provide meaningful insights. We have huge details of data. We cannot go it from top to bottom, pages by pages. So rather, if we present it in pictorial form, in simpler form, so that anyone could easily understand what actually it means, what actually it conveys. It gives an insight, meaningful insight. So, aggregation is all about that. These are some of the types of aggregation: sum, average, count, max, min, group by, and many more. These are just some examples. What are the application? For business reporting, for sales analysis, for financial forecasting. These are some of the example of data aggregation. Next is data analysis techniques. These days we use hear of the term analytics. So let us see. There are many different ways in which data can be analyzed. Some of them we will discuss here. Say, for example, a statistical analysis can be done on data. Means we use mathematical techniques to analyze data quantitatively. What are the techniques which are used? Descriptive statistics means mean, standard deviation. Inferential statistics is used. Estimation, hypothesis testing, right, are the techniques. Multivariate analysis is another statistical analysis, means analyzing relationship among multiple variables, right? What are its application? As you can see, risk analysis, quality control, and there are various tools which are available. Some of them SPSS, MATLAB, R. These are the examples of tools which support in a statistical analysis. Next is machine learning analysis. Machine learning, AI, it has become buzzword these days. So, machine learning uses algorithms to identify patterns, and based on them it makes predictions. The techniques for machine learning analysis are supervised learning, wherein regression and classification it is used, unsupervised learning which involves clustering, anomaly detection, say deep learning which involves neural networks for image and text analysis. The applications are, for example, fraud detection, personalized recommendations, and there are many tools which are available. Most popular ones are mentioned there: PyTorch, TensorFlow, and likewise many others. Next is, it is another data analysis technique, big data analytics. It means analyzing massive data sets, huge data sets. In the previous one of my lecture, I discussed about big data. So, big data refers to huge, large volume of data, and we discussed about volume, velocity. You might have remember, right? Veracity, if you remember that. So, there are 3 V's, 4 V's, 5 V's which are used to explain big data. So, a large volume of data which is otherwise difficult to be managed by traditional database tools. So, big data analysis is about analyzing massive data sets. For which purpose? To find patterns and trends. The techniques used are distributed processing, MapReduce and Spark, real-time analytics, streaming data analysis, data mining, right, identifying hidden patterns in large data set. The application is consumer behavior analysis, IoT data, and the tools we discussed earlier also: Apache, Spark, Apache Hadoop, Hive. Next, we move on to discuss another data analysis method. It is text analysis. It is also known as NLP, natural language processing. It is analyzing the textual data for insights and patterns. Various techniques are used. Say, for example, sentiment analysis is one such technique which determines the sentiment of a text. There are, say, various types of tutors messages, right? So, those tweets are analyzed to identify the sentiments of the people who are sending those tweets. There are various customer responses, right? Those responses, textual messages, are analyzed to identify the sentiments of the people who have posted those messages. Topic modeling, identifying the themes in large data sets. Named entity recognition, another technique for extracting entities like names, like locations, etc. So, text analysis or NLP is used in social media analysis. We all make use of social media these days. For analysis of customer reviews, we just discussed. There are many tools, Python and Google Cloud NLP, and likewise many others. The popular tools for data processing which are available today: for data collection, Kafka, Apache Flume, Google Analytics. These are some of the tools, as I said. For data preparation, various tools available. Say, for example, OpenRefine pandas, trifacta. In the same way, for data storage, various tools available: MySQL, Snowflake, Amazon S3. For data processing, Apache Spark, Apache Hadoop, AWS Lambda. For data analysis, this is Python's Panda or scikit-learn or Tableau. For data visualization, Power BI, Tableau, Matplotlib. For big data tools, again Apache Hive, Presto, Databricks. As I said, that for data analysis, we discussed some of the techniques. Rest I have left for you to enrich your knowledge and understanding. The same way, these are some of the examples for data collection, data preparation, data storage, data processing, data analysis, data visualization, and big data tools. You try to have more understanding about it, try to enrich your knowledge from other sources as well. Next is emerging trends in data processing. One of them is edge computing. What is edge computing? Data processing closer to data source. Instead of sharing data at a central places and allowing a machine model to learn from it, here the data which is available at edge, you have a mobile phone, you have a laptop, you have such devices available and data is there. So data processing closer to data source, that is devices that create the data, the purpose is to reduce latency and enable the faster learning and decisions. AI driven automation, use of artificial intelligence to automate data cleaning, data integration, data analysis. This is the new things and this is the new trend, and we all know that applications of AI is increasing day by day, and which is performing all such tasks very efficiently. So this is the most happening thing, and this is also happening here. Serverless computing. What is it? A scalable, event-driven data processing in the cloud. We have already discussed about cloud computing. Federated learning is another emerging trend in data processing. It is privacy-preserving distributed machine learning. Quantum computing is another most happening thing. It is accelerating complex data processing tasks using quantum algorithm, right? So you try to have understanding about quantum computing, real-time analytics, data privacy and compliance. These are the emerging trends in data processing. Let us move on. What are the future directions in data processing? Quantum computing. What is it? Potential to revolutionize the data processing by performing what? Complex calculation exponentially faster than the classical computers. The quantum computers are expected to be much more capable than the present day computers, the classical computers. 5G and beyond. Higher data speeds and lower latency is most sought after thing in the modern highly connected world. So this kind of network will enhance the real-time data processing capabilities, and it will enrich it, it will make it more powerful. Next is augmented data management, means the use of AI and machine learning in order to automate the routine data management tasks. This is what we just discussed about. Data monetization means converting data into a revenue generating assets by offering insight as a service. I have the expertise, so what I do, I will analyze data on your behalf, and after getting the results, I can provide you the details, and my expertise are there, not for free. So you will pay as you take my services. So this is the most happening thing, and this is the future direction in data processing. So let us summarize what we learned. We tried to understand the concepts and importance of data processing in our day-to-day life, which is very crucial today. And as I said in the very beginning, that it is at the heart of almost all the activities which are used in informed decision making process. We discussed about the different types of data processing, stages of data processing, and techniques which are used. We discussed about the tools, we discussed about the technologies, we also discussed about the trends shaping the future of data processing. And with this, I finish this. Thank you very much.